Imagine deciding you're going to climb Mount Everest, with no climbing experience, no proper training, and believing that fasting could give you extraordinary strength. This is the unbelievable true story of Maurice Wilson. In 1933, a 37-year-old British man named Maurice Wilson made one of the most unbelievable decisions in history. He was going to climb Mount Everest. There was just one problem. He had never climbed a mountain. Wilson had survived World War I, but after returning home he struggled to find purpose. He became convinced that prayer, faith, and weeks of fasting could unlock hidden human potential. So he came up with an impossible plan. He would fly a small airplane as close to Mount Everest as possible, land it, then climb the world's tallest mountain, completely alone. There was just one problem. He barely knew how to fly. After only a short period of flight training, he bought an airplane and set off anyway. Authorities eventually stopped him from continuing his flight, forcing him to abandon the aircraft. But Maurice Wilson wasn't giving up. Disguised as a Buddhist monk, he secretly crossed into Tibet and began making his way toward Everest. No experienced guides, no oxygen tanks, no modern climbing gear, just determination. In the spring of 1934, he began his solo climb. Higher, higher, far beyond where anyone believed a man with almost no experience could go. Then, he vanished. Months later, another expedition found his frozen body high on the mountain. Next to him was his diary. One of his final entries read, "Off again, glorious day." To this day, nobody knows exactly how high Maurice Wilson managed to climb. Some believe he came remarkably close to setting an astonishing record. Others believe he never stood a chance. But everyone agrees on one thing. Maurice Wilson attempted one of the most daring and impossible journeys ever undertaken. He never reached the summit, but nearly a century later, Mount Everest still keeps the final chapter of his story a mystery. Follow for more true stories that sound too unbelievable to be real.